All this pampering we mothers hope to enjoy on our day sounds so great. We are beyond deserving for all that we do during the year. And maybe some of us do get that star treatment. But the reality for most of us is that motherhood is like a gold coin. On the one side, it can be, and often is, one of the most demanding, difficult, worrisome, thankless, stressful, taxing, nerve-wracking jobs in all the world. Then on the flip side of that coin, it can be one of the most satisfying, rewarding, pleasurable, loving, fulfilling, worthwhile accomplishments of our lives. Am I right about that? Sometimes our kids can push us right to the edge, can't they? Then in the next moment they do something and it just makes us so proud to be their mother. Then we announce to everyone who will listen, that's my baby. But imagine God putting that much amount of faith in you and me to entrust us with this precious life that really belongs to Him. That He would enlist us to be responsible for every aspect of this human being's life. Often we don't realize the seriousness of what God is really asking of us when we raise up our children. Of course we make mistakes as mothers. We do and say things we wish we could take back. Sometimes we even take on guilt that doesn't belong to us. Oh, He does want us to exercise control, use tough love sometimes, set limits, and guide them, but for His purpose, not our own. The goal is to bring up an army of followers that will become faithful servants for Him, carrying on His message, winning souls long after we are gone. Yes, our mothers deserve to be honored today for taking on this gigantic responsibility. It's a hard job, and you don't get paid. In fact, you pay out, don't you? Lunches, sports, lessons, we're always paying. Motherhood is a hard job, and it's even more difficult when you're doing it by yourself. There are many here who were raised by a single mother or are raising a child as a single mother. And sometimes we look down on them and we don't give them their due respect. Many circumstances and life choices can lead us to have to raise our children alone. Death of a spouse, a marriage that doesn't work out, a single woman who decides to foster or adopt a child, having babies out of wedlock. When you take on this job alone, sometimes you feel like you're carrying the weight of the world with no one to turn to but yourself. It's not like you can say, honey, I'm tired, you do it this time. You feed the baby. If you don't get up in the middle of the night and feed that baby doesn't get fed. So for those of us who were raised by a single parent for whatever reason, we pay homage to them today, to the single mothers and grandmothers of the church. It's true, there's selfless sacrifice. Those of them who lost husbands or just didn't have one and raised their children anyway, playing both mother and father. My mother did that for 7 of us. Our mothers didn't give up on us, and today we do. We honor their strength, and we must acknowledge the work that they put into us. But what if mothers got a salary for the job that we do? I thought about whether you could even put a figure on that, and I came up with a formula. And I'm thinking about cashing mine in soon, especially since I didn't get breakfast this morning. Mothers have birthed this whole nation. Whether your mother raised you or someone else did, a woman brought you into this world. So how would we even begin to charge for the work that we do? Well, first, there would be the holding fee. That's for carrying the child. Then there's the birthing fee for the pain and suffering and labor. Then for those that didn't birth their child but are raising them, there's an entry fee. And that's for bringing that child into your home and your heart. Of course, there's the chef services for the 19,710 meals you make for your child until they turn 18. And don't forget the LPN duties, all the bathing, changing diapers, dressing, lifting, toilet training, and grooming. And what about the physician services? The kissing boo-boos and bandaging cuts, dispensing medications and diagnosing the bellyaches as real or just not wanting to go to school. And let's not forget the lawyer services when you have to advocate on behalf of your child to the schools or for their health care. And then the judge's fees when you have to bang the gavel and hand out the punishment. Oh yeah, and then there's the literary fees for all those hours helping with homework and reading and writing and bedtime stories. Now imagine being a single parent on top of all that.